Hey y'all, my name is Sheila. I am 39 years old. I'm a wife, married almost 11 years, but he's been the love of my life for 20 years. Um, I'm a mother of two teenage boys, 16 and 18. The 18-year-old graduates next month. Um, I also have, I guess you could say, we've taken another one in. Several, I don't even remember how long ago we took him in. And he's 18 too. He graduates next month. Um, and as an added bonus, I am blind. I lost my vision completely about 5 years ago. I lost the vision in my left eye when I was about 8 years old to detached retina. They were able to save my right eye from detached retina. So I had surgeries on both my eyes. I had several surgeries on my right eye from detached retina. I don't even remember how many. There was a lot of surgeries. So throughout all of those years of being a one-eyed person, basically damaged my optic nerve because I had cataract, glaucoma, all of that stuff ended up damaging my optic nerve, which caused me to lose my vision 5 years ago. When I lost my vision, I thought my world had ended. I thought it was all over. I did not get out of bed for about 4 months. It was the hardest thing I ever had to go through. And it wasn't just me, it was my whole family. It was a big adjustment. None of us knew what to do. None of us knew how to do blindness, I guess you could say. So we didn't know where to start. We didn't know how to fix it. We didn't know anything. So one day I woke up and I said, there has to be something more. There has to be something out there better than this. So I made some phone calls and I called the Department of Rehabilitation Services for the Blind. And I found out through the caseworker that I could go to blind school and learn how to be an independent blind person. And I thought, sign me up, let's do it. Because I've never been one to depend on anybody. And I didn't want to depend on anybody. I didn't want anybody doing things for me, and I couldn't stand it. So within a couple of months, I left and went to Louisiana Center for the Blind. And I lived there for 8 months without my family. I lived there for 8 months. And I went to school every day, Monday through Friday. Lived in a little apartment that they supplied me with. I learned Braille, technology, mobility, which is traveling with my cane and being able to go places independently, and shopping and everything. I went at shop class. I learned how to build a Braille block, which I can show you guys that later. I used miter saw, table saw, drill press, router, all of that by myself. Of course, I was taught. There was somebody with me at all times when I was learning, but at the end, I was doing it by myself. Oh yeah, I was scared. Oh yeah, it was scary. Shop class, what else? Braille, technology, home management skills, which is running your household. And I lived there and I learned everything for 8 months. And the biggest thing that helped me was meeting other blind people that were going through the exact same emotions exact same feelings and thoughts and experiences that I was going through. And that helped me build my confidence more than I think learning the stuff that I learned. And boy, I made some best friends down there. We are friends for life. I still talk to them a lot. Not as much as that I probably should, but I still talk to them a lot. We keep up with each other. But that is where I learned how to be an independent blind person. And that is what I'm going to show you guys, the things, how I take care of my family on a daily basis, and the alternative techniques that I have to use to be able to get those things done. Sorry, I move my head around a lot because I'm not sure exactly where to look, so I just look around and I move. So I am not opposed to any questions, any comments, any concerns that you have about anything, because how are you supposed to know if you don't ask? And I am also the president of the National Federation of the Blind Southwestern Oklahoma chapter, which is where I reach out and I help advocate for other blind people. Because when I lost my vision, I had no clue about the National Federation of the Blind. I had no clue about the Louisiana Center for the Blind. I was lost. And I don't want other people that lose their vision or that have already lost their vision, I don't want them to feel the way that I feel, and I want to help them through their journey and make it better than what my journey was, if that makes sense. So what I'm going to show you guys today is I'm going to do a chore that every wife and mom has to do and probably hates doing it, but we all have to do it every day. I'm cleaning the kitchen. I left my kitchen dirty from dinner so that you guys can see exactly how I do it with alternative techniques. I hope that you guys are going to be able to see this because I've never done this before. It's my first video. I'll get better as I go, but hopefully this will work. If not, we'll figure something out along the way. So it's dirty. It's very dirty. I did not cook last night, so my son made a huge mess, which I'm cleaning up. So the first thing every person does is dishes. So I'm going to empty the dishwasher. The big thing about being blind is everything has to be organized in a certain way, which is an ongoing battle here in the house because I have 3 teenagers and I have a husband. And once I became blind and I learned the techniques that I have learned, I became a little OCD about things because it has to be in a certain spot and has to be in a certain way. And I have my kitchen memorized, okay? So I know exactly where to go and touch and what to do. So, and that's the big thing is muscle memory and remembering where things are. So that's a big thing on blindness. So just really touching and feeling. So we all know colander. And I have everything in a certain spot, so I know exactly where I go to put that up and what to do. And how I feel for stuff in the dishwasher is run my hand all over it and see what it is and where it's at. And that's how I find stuff. And I feel like my dishwasher is in an awkward spot. So I empty it, put it all on there, and then I shut it, and then I put it all up because it's weird to me. Maybe I'm weird, but oh well. So I just take everything out, and like I said, I just feel, and then I put them in stacks of what they are so that I can put them later. I do not have matching dishes because rough and rowdy teenagers. Not only that, they were rough and rowdy kids. So I thought, what's the point of having matching anything when they're just gonna break it? So we had hodgepodge of different stuff. Maybe when they are grown and out of here, I'll have matching stuff. Nice stuff. So, just putting all this stuff up. Trying to go as fast as I can. And I organize my silverware, I think, maybe differently than other people do. But that's a different story, I guess. So, and these are amazing. I hope you can see it. These are amazing if you're visually impaired or blind, or I don't know, maybe if you're not visually impaired. They snap in together. Whoops. They snap in together, and it's easier to tell is this? Okay. It's easier to tell what it is, and because it's a cup, half cup, 4, 2, tablespoon, teaspoon. Is that not like the coolest thing ever? I love these. It's just so easy for me. And you kind of add those as you go, being blind. And some of the things that I might teach, you'll probably think, or that I might show you and probably think, hey, that is something that I could probably use and make it easier on myself. I don't know. Maybe. It's all a mess. Okay, so the dishwasher is empty. Key to, whoop, I heard it fall. Sorry. Now the key to loading your dishwasher when you're blind, it's puzzling it together. So it takes a little longer for me to load a dishwasher than it probably would be for you to load your dishwasher, because I have to puzzle it together instead of just looking down and be like, oh yeah, that fits there. So this may take me a little longer than you would like, but I'm gonna do my best. So here we go. So those plates, like I said, I have nasty boys. When you pick something up, you can feel that it has something in it. I tell them all the time, rinse it out, clean it out before you leave it in the sink. Do they? No. When they get out on their own, they are going to know exactly what I'm talking about, because they're going to come in one day and they're going to know what I'm talking about when they smell that old milk smell from their milk cereal bowl. I just can't wait for the day that they walk in and come into my house and say, Mom, you arrived. See See, this is what I'm talking about. My kids just drop it. And it doesn't matter how many times I tell them. I didn't realize that this was as bad as it was. Check the stove to see if there was anything on the stove. So, there's pan. I think maybe that's it. Yep, there's more stuff. Okay, so now I think we've got everything pretty much picked up. So this is where the fun part starts, and I'm going to show you guys where, whoops, I'm caught, I'm stuck, I don't know what I'm stuck on, hold on, there we go. So I'm gonna let you guys see I think all you can see is me, but my counters, how dirty everything is. And this is just from one day. One day. Is this just not stupid? One day. One day. I think it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, I'm gonna clean these counters. And if you're anything like me and you're on a budget, I get $4.09. And that's what I use on my counters because it disinfects and it gets the crud off. So I'm gonna try to show y'all the best that I can. I hope you can see. So I have to feel from side to side to be able to judge how wide it is, and then I start spraying from side to side because I know the width of it. So that kind of gives you an idea on how I spray the counter to clean it. And then I have to come over here and I do the same thing. Spray, spray, spray. And I just do that the same way all the way around. And that's how I know how far I need to spray and how much I need to spray.